You're quite obedient. That's not bad for ECRF and CRF, I must say. Well, good evening and welcome to the joint CRF-ECRF Conference 2016. And I've got to say, it's great to see so many people. It's not great, it's actually fantastic. I believe this is the largest gathering of business registrars anywhere in the world, so that's fantastic. I think we have nearly 270 delegates from 80 jurisdictions across the world. So this is a truly global conference. Now, the good thing is I'm not going to say very much. The bad thing is I'm going to say more tomorrow. So there we are. But we are really honoured, and I'm very pleased that this evening we've been joined by the Right Honourable Lord Mayor of Cardiff, Cllr David Walker. And I'd like you to give me an ECRF CRF welcome to the Lord Mayor.
Good evening, everyone. I can tell the atmosphere is fantastic in the conference already, so it's going to be a real success. I'm delighted to welcome you to Cardiff, the capital city of Wales, at the start of what looks to be an interesting and varied conference. And I'm grateful and I thank you for choosing Cardiff as your venue. I was just commenting earlier that the hoteliers of Cardiff are really delighted to see you. And I strongly hope and believe that as the capital city, Cardiff should embody all that is best about Wales as a nation. And I hope you will allow me to set out some of Cardiff's highlights and even do a little boasting. Do you know what boasting means, everyone? Okay, thank you. Well, if that's okay, I'd like to do a little bit of boasting. And I hope you'll manage to see some of the things that I'm going to mention. A few years ago, there was a derelict docks area in Cardiff. It was really in a bad state. We completely regenerated that and built a barrage retaining water within Cardiff Bay. And that has transformed the city in the last 2 decades. And I think, like many cities, Cardiff has tried to get a critical mass of landmark buildings. And you only have to look at some of the fantastic buildings in Cardiff, like the building next door, the National Museum of Wales. And by the way, if you like French Impressionist paintings, do go and have a look at their fantastic collection. It's literally next door to this building. There's the Wales Millennium Centre, which is the home of Welsh National Opera, and the government buildings, the Senedd and the National Assembly of Wales in Cardiff. That's all located in this renovated area of Cardiff Bay. Now, all these buildings and institutions have been fundamental in defining Cardiff's role, identity and status as the Welsh capital, but also in raising the profile and raising the morale of the Welsh people. We're very proud of Cardiff and what it's become. And Cardiff is continuing to change and evolve. You've seen the opening of the St David's shopping centre. Have you been there yet? It cost, yeah, I know you have. It cost £675 million, 675 million, and people come from the West Country and from the Midlands of England to come and shop in Cardiff, and they're even prepared to pay the toll on the bridge to do so. We're very proud of Cardiff Castle. I'm not sure if you've managed to see Cardiff Castle. It's right at the heart of the city centre. And one of the things I'd like to talk to you about for a few minutes is the chain that I'm wearing. Can you all see the chain? Now, this is 18-karat gold, and it has the arms of the Cardiff Borough there on the front. And it was given to someone in 1874 who lived in Cardiff Castle. He was the Marquis of Bute. And at that time, in 1874, he was one of the richest people in the world, because Cardiff was a centre of exporting coal and copper throughout the world. And this guy was a billionaire in those days, in today's terms. And on his 21st birthday, the borough gave the Earl of Bute this chain as a thank you, and he gave it back to the city for the Lord Mayor's in due course. And I think one of the things that he's famous for is renovating Cardiff Castle with Italian craftsmen of the very finest quality. And he is also famous for signing the first $1 million cheque in the world. First $1 million cheque was signed in a building in Cardiff Bay. So the chain has a lot of history attached to it, and it is a very interesting, I could talk more about it if I had time, but it's certainly an interesting chain. Now, the other thing I'd like to mention are sports and the sporting heritage. We have a very strong record here in Cardiff. We're very proud of our rugby, but we're also becoming very proud of our soccer team, who qualified to play in the championships in France in the summer. And in fact, the first game will be against England. They're great. And as we all know, England is our greatest friend in the world. It's like New Zealand and Australia. They're also great friends. And we've been honoured to host a number of sporting events this year. The World Half Marathon. And I was at the finishing line of the half marathon. Mo Farah ran in it, another fantastic sports people. And I was standing at the finishing line, and the women were finishing after 12 miles, and they zipped past at a speed I just couldn't believe. It was like a sprint, you know, and they just ran 12 miles. It was unbelievable and fantastic for the city of Cardiff. And they ran around all the best landmarks, and they were filmed by a helicopter, so we were able to broadcast some of our nicest parts of Cardiff. We've got the Velothon, which is a cycle race on the 22nd of this month, triathlon, and the Extreme Sailing Series. And next year, in 2017, we host the UEFA Champions League final, which will be a great boost to the city. I hope Leicester City are playing in it against somebody else. So we're extremely proud of our success story. We're absolutely delighted that you're here, and we do hope that you thoroughly enjoy spending time with us. And it's lovely to meet you all, and thank you again for coming.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. And as an Englishman living near Cardiff, I can only echo what he says. It's a fantastic city, and you don't know how much that cost me to say, but it's a fantastic city. This is a great evening. It's fantastic so many of you are here. But this evening is only possible because actually this week we've got some great sponsors, and this evening has been sponsored by Foster Moore, and so I'd like to ask Joel Foster, who's the President and CEO of Foster Moore, just to say a couple of words. So, thank you, Joel.
Thank you, Tim. Evening, everyone. Firstly, I'd just like to thank Tim and his team and ECRF and CRF team. This facility is amazing. The food, the presentation is fantastic. So, on behalf of our team, thank you very much. These conferences are amazing events. It's a real opportunity to really network, talk with other people that have challenges in their areas, understand what other people are doing. So we really appreciate these events. We get to understand what other people are doing. In some cases, to provide help as well. So I've seen the agenda for the week. It looks like a fantastic agenda. So I think I'm going to get a lot out of this week. So really enjoy the week. Ask questions, talk to each other, and like I said, and meet lots of new people. So on behalf of Foster Moore, thank you very much.
Thank you, Joel. Don't worry, I've only got another 4 pages of notes. So, that's just about all I'm going to say. We're honoured again tonight. We've got the Llantrisant Male Voice Choir, who's going to entertain you shortly. This is the Land of Song. But I'm English, so I'm not going to be singing, thank goodness for that. But the benefit of the conference is around the interactions that we have. It's around the conversations that we have. And so we will have the music, but also please talk to each other, drink, eat, and have a good time. Thank you very much.